Ciao Juventini and welcome to my channel again. Today we're going to analyze Juventus Atalanta. Before we start, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We are close to reach 500 followers. Amazing result for our project. So please share, like, subscribe, write a comment your idea. But let's start. The result, a draw between Juventus and Atalanta. It's a very strange game. Um, I have my point of view, which I'm gonna share, but I wanna talk about what Tudor said. First of all, Tudor said he sees progress, he sees result, he sees, for him, the glass is half full. And of course, what do you think he's gonna tell us? I'm reading a lot of news, a lot of Italian influencers, journalists that say they are criticizing Tudor. People are start thinking that Tudor is not the right manager for Juventus. Okay, we need to do a step back and look at from the point of view. Whatever Tudor think is not gonna share with the journalist. It's not going to say that he disappointed with the team, he disappointed with the game. He needs to build an hype around Juventus. He needs to encourage this team. He needs to create a positive aura around Juventus. So definitely, even if we don't perform very well and we don't win games, you need to see the glass half full because things are improving. I mean, there are two things we need to highlight. And then is players are tired. I mean, look at Thuram. Thuram is really tired. It doesn't have enough change. I mean, we talk about on the right hand side, we don't have an option. On the left hand side, we have Cambiasso. Sometimes Cambiasso completely switch off. It doesn't play. In the midfield, we don't have enough player, quality, quantity. We have only two players, Thuram and Locatelli. Comeners, yes, is coming, but Comeners is not defensive mid players. If you play with two midfield, you need protection from the striker, and our striker, they don't give enough coverage. We need to say that Bremer is tired after ACL surgery and be out last season. He can't play as he played normally. So he's tired, he needs to change, he needs rest, mentally and physically. Gut is not performing as supposed to perform. Simple as that. Is maybe we overvaluated him. He's not the one. So that's one reason. The second reason is he's still trying to make this team work. He's trying to build up. He's trying to bring the team up to the speed at the level he wants. That's why he says the glasses are full. For his point of view, I completely disagree with the people that said, in Italy there is the hashtag Tudor out already. Of course, 2 games, Tudor is the best manager in the world, 3 games, Tudor out. That's completely wrong. Tudor needs to be judged during this year and during this season. We know that Tudor wasn't the first choice of Juventus, but Juventus made a decision. Because we were during transition period, we said we want to keep him. So we decided we need to go ahead. We need to support him to make him work. So if you look at the game itself, I mean, the start 11 wasn't ideal, and we struggled a little bit. And Open as a striker, he struggled. And Hadzic as a midfield, we struggled. Was the right game to do this kind of test? No, but he did. He changed. Tudor is becoming very, very good and changing the game with the substitution, which is fantastic. But of course, the start 11 wasn't the ideal one. We look at the team. I watched the game last night, and it seems like the team was running out of option. We're passing the ball to Ildiz, and I hope for the best. And again, that's a lack of ideas, lack of automatism. Yes, Open is new. They were not Conceição. Conceição create some. It's very unpredictable, so he can play the ball quite well. And on the right hand side again, we don't have Kalulu is not the right. He's a very good defender, but is not a left back. He doesn't provide the push and the coverage that Tudor needs. Again, something needs to be done. So we need to get ready. We need to get ready to have match like this. At the beginning of the season, I said with Tudor, the objective is to qualify for Champions League, to arrive comfortably to fourth, third position, whatever it is, and just get there. Don't suffer until the end of the season. That's what we need to accept. Consider the team we are having now for 8 out of 11 people is the same team it was last year. So last year we were in champions. This year they are not bad players. That's completely the same. So what has changed is the fact the team plays together, the team know each other, and they're playing a different kind of football. But again, the problem that we saw last year, we can see this year. The second, another thing to consider is the transfer market was mainly focused on strikers. We have 3 very strong strikers because they thought Vlahovic was leaving and he didn't leave. So again, we said the blanket is very short. So midfield, we're struggling. We need 1 or 2 midfielder. On the right, we need someone. Again, we knew it since the beginning. We're not discovering now. We need to calm down a little bit. We need to calm down and not be excited when we win and pessimistic when we lose. The team is this. Tudor is this. So we accept. We are building a plan. We are building something for the future. So we need to accept we are not league Scudetto material. We know it is Napoli Inter. That's pretty much it. We won against Inter. We thought, we are winning the Scudetto. No, guys, we are still the same one. We are the same team we were last year. And we are going again. So the good point, the positive, there are 2 positive notes in this game, in this marasma and this nightmare. First, Cabal back. Finally, he scored a goal. Very good, and sometimes fates gives something to other people. And the second thing is De Gregorio. De Gregorio is back to his level, and it wasn't. I watched the game. I watched the goalies conceive against Atalanta a few times, and it wasn't his fault at all. So De Gregorio is back to the belong. So all the drama about De Gregorio, we need to sell, we need to buy a new goalkeeper, De Gregorio, we need to sell him out, is gone. Cabal is back, which will be helpful. So that's the positive note. I can see Koemaners as a positive note in this position. Actually, he played better. And again, if you can really break this psychological pressure he has, he can really be an asset for this team. So again, that's another good thing. Definitely the negative side is the confusion for striker. You can't really rely on Vlahovic every time it comes at the 50th and score goals. Sometimes doesn't happen. We need to get ready. And the second, there is a bit of confusion up front. Who plays, who does what, etc. I think we need to go back to the drawing board. Look at the team, write down the team, look who needs to play, who is a sub, and a plan that way. The team needs automatism that doesn't have at the moment, or start getting, but still far off. If you consider Atalanta has been played with Gasperini for, if I'm not mistaken, 10 years. And now with Juric, What Juric did, he completely copied the same way of playing of Gasperini. Yes, they say Juric learned from Gasperini, but the team knows how to play, so he could in theory play even without a manager, because they have automatism. That's what is missed in the Juventus. Last point before closing this video is that we should think about a little bit or create a different balance. These are the players. This is the reality of the game. Maybe we shouldn't be that aggressive up front, but maybe insert a third midfield. Could be Maynards, could be McKennie, and create more support for the midfield, for the defender, and leave the striker a little bit free of defensive tasks. If you play with two midfield, it requires a lot of pressure on. It gives a lot of pressure to the wings and gives a lot of pressure to the strikers. And of course, if you play with two midfield, they need to run 5 times more because they need to protect defense and gives balls to the striker. So it's a double-edged sword, this one. I would prefer to have a little bit more comfortable midfield, especially with the skill set we have, and have more and give more freedom to the striker and don't let cover the midfield as well. Let me know what you think. That was my reading of the game. I didn't go into the detail. You can watch the highlights and give me your point of view. Agree or disagree with my analysis. It would be look forward to hear you, but don't forget to like this video, write comment, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us. Thank you so much. Happy Sunday, everyone. Take care, and always Forza Juve.